That's what we're doing here, man. Trying to catch fish. Just started throwing. Get off. You can see I got my crankbait back. Took a minute to get it yesterday. No, I'm not dot focus. Sometimes I do, but usually if I'm just grabbing the first pole that I see in my garage and what has caught fish. So not just caught a fish, caught a lot of fish for me. So this is why we got the crankbait again. It works. It works. It's not often that I'm skunked with this thing. Tomorrow's gonna be an early stream. We're gonna be out early. I was gonna get on the kayak, but it's a little windy this morning. You know, funny this morning. Damn. Bottom. That was the gator. I don't know. Not too many things I can get hung up in the bottom of this pond right here. what I'm always trying to do. Some double digit bass. Hasn't happened yet. Fish enough. Fish will reward you. Pulling everything up, but fish right now. It's really not that deep in this pond. The wind is howling. Mm-mm. All right, man. I believe you. What am I dragging here? Nonsense. Trash. Trash, trash, trash. Oh, this is getting old here. All right. If he notices again what I'm throwing this morning, crankbait by Strike King. Caught plenty of fish with this thing. The water is no better than it was yesterday as far as clarity. Doing all right this morning. I'm just trying to, get a fish here. All right. My phone good. All right. Let's get a cast. Ended up getting on the duck boat. That's what happens when you get snagged. All right, come on now. Come on. Rob, good morning, man. Another gorgeous day in the Carolinas. No fish have been caught. I've only gotten snagged. And I had to get on the boat to get it back. But that's all right. See how this wind treats me. Coming a little bit sideways. Sorry. Fran, you're right about that. Now, I've had some luck catching fish here in the middle of the pond. Both bass, largemouth bass, and crappie, so just gotta be patient. Let the fish come to you. is Tim. We're backyard fishing here in my pond in North Carolina. As of lately, there has not been no alligators, so we're good. I feel safe. I'm not worried about getting eaten while fishing on this thing here. I'm just worried about trying to catch a fish now. Appreciate that, dog. It's just a pond in the neighborhood. It's right off the backyard, so that's why I'm always out here. Lately been crushing we have some really big grass carp back here. Nice carp. Not carp, but nice crappie. Like I said, we got largemouth bass, bluegills. There are garfish back here. I've not caught one, but they are in these waters. I'm getting spunked around now. Dang. So my wind changes direction. Nah, it's not mine. It's neighborhood. I'm good. Not quite ready for a swim this morning. It's private to the neighborhood, you know. Secrets. If I tell you, then everybody want to know. Then everybody be fishing out here. I'm moving pretty fast in this water. Ooh, fish right there. Come on now. Try to make these fish a believer. Nothing yet, man. I was bank fishing at first, then I had to get on this boat here because I had gotten snagged. And this is the only thing I'm throwing. Travel light, brought my pliers, my one rod and reel, and my towel, and my phone. But this should be enough to get the job done. It might just take a minute. Come on now. But this is a Strike King crankbait I'm using. I want to say like it dives like 1.5, 2 feet, maybe. I haven't tried any other colors, but this has done a really great job with catching largemouth and crappie back here for me. Nothing yet. This is a very simple setup here. This is a jawbone. This originally it was a spinning reel combo, but the reel had to get replaced. So I put a Lou American Hero 300 on it. But this is like a 2-piece with 6.6 foot rod, 2-piece. Nothing that's gonna break the bank. Picked it up from Dick's Sporting Goods. It's like their private label. I think this is what it's jawbone. I don't know if they even make that anymore though, but I've had these things forever. I use them both freshwater and saltwater fishing all the time. And it's been, they've lasted for a really long time. The only reason why I had to replace this because kids were surf fishing or were at the beach and they were putting the reel in the water. And it was too late. The damage was done. So I'm just getting a quick morning session in, like I always do, before the day gets going. And I gotta do stuff. There's nobody out here ever in the morning versus the evening, like afternoon, evening. And with school out, there's gonna be a lot more people out here. Tomorrow morning, though, I'm waking up early before the sun's up. Get my work in, and I'm heading down to the boat. And I gotta check the tide, make sure there's some bait running. Make sure I get some bait at the dock, but gonna try to go do a little bit of inshore fishing for a few. If I'm lucky, I could catch keeper red, keeper black drum, and be done for the morning. This is just my meditation this morning, that's all. What's good, what's good? I'm just enjoying the fishing right now. If I catch a fish, I catch a fish. Like I said, when I'm throwing it, I like my odds, but you know what? That may not be in the cards this morning. But I like giving myself the opportunity to try at least. Never that, never that. Now, there's gotta be a fish hanging out around these, the bank. It kind of drops off. Fish should be spawning over here. I had a lot of practice, believe it or not. And I'm still not that good at it. Nothing yet, nothing yet. Building up to it though. I mean, yesterday I cast, as soon as it hit the water, a fish hit it. So, I mean, it can, I couldn't tell you the reason why. Sometimes these fish will get active, and other times why they're just not interested. What's crazy, I have not caught a really big bass with the crankbait. They've all been like really smaller ones. The bigger bass have been on a Texas rig, a really big worm, or live minnows. Come on, fish, man. Y'all gotta be hanging out by these trees. All right, we're gonna get a fish here. There's a drain pipe over here. There's come on now. All right, let me see what's good. You know, I'm only using this here because it's worked for me. If I was throwing anything else, I'm not saying I'm guaranteed to catch a fish with this here, but I've caught more than enough fish to know that this works compared to anything else. I haven't found that yet with the soft plastic I've been using, so I'm still trying to sort that out. The fish always switching it up on me. But you know what? You gotta... I always keep saying it's a confidence thing. Like, I have a high confidence with this crankbait here. That's why I do anything to get it back if it gets snagged. That's why I'm on this boat here, because I was snagged fishing on the bank earlier. There's gotta be a fish just lurking. They're jumping. There's signs of life back here. I'll get a few more casts around this way, then I'm gonna make my way back to the other side, or at least go around down the bank here. Earth, my dog. Earth is where I come from. Michael, I like that. Hey, I am no expert myself. I just like fishing. You're never gonna hear me tell somebody how to fish. I just tell you what I've learned and what I've done and what has worked for me, and that's it. But you know, to each their own. If it works, it works. That's the crazy thing about it. No one really knows. I don't think anyone really does know. They just think by doing certain things a certain way that's the reason why they caught a fish. But I can't tell how many times I fished the same spot, targeting a certain fish, not catching that fish, but someone else is catching the fish, and go there, I don't know, multiple times, different times, and have no luck. And then all of a sudden it works. I mean, it could have been the time, could have been the bait presentation, temperature of the water, air pressure. I mean, like, you don't know why that fish decided to eat your bait, and then, but that's the fun thing about fishing. You never know. You never know. Like each cast, I figure I'm gonna catch a fish, but you know what? It hasn't happened, so I keep casting. Yeah, I'll show y'all in a second. It's throwing a Strike King. I think it's called Sexy Lure or something as a color. Whoa, don't hook my snow. A little bit of rattle to it. This thing's been punished. This should have been cycled out with something different a long time ago, but pretty lazy with it. And the fish like it, so you know what? We fish with it. What's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna really lose it, and then I'm gonna be sad. But I know exactly where I can get another one, so. I even caught an alligator with this. So much history. Yeah, if I go saltwater fishing tomorrow, usually I do about like an hour of a stream. I might be on a little bit longer. debating if do I want to try my hands, try to fish underneath the bridge, get some sheep's head, or do I go to the usual spot and try to fish around some docks, see if we can get lucky. But I've been seeing people been crushing the sheep's head lately because they're in. Thinking about making my way to the pier this week to go do some pier fishing, man. Been itching to do that. And then the last time I went pier fishing, it was a torrential downpour. And no fish were caught. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to show you in a sec. I appreciate that. Thank you. Pike's on my list, but we don't have them around here. Again, nothing fancy. Strike King. Mr. Sun's really bright right now. It's my face. Yeah, I gotta get one of those. Actually, I might just order one now. I think I get like a little trolling bait bucket. Because if anything, I might try to just go down to the marina and see if I can catch some minnows. That I can use later on. Oh man. I just gotta just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. I'll put no pressure on myself here. It's not like I'm fishing for a tournament or anything like that. Nah, ain't nothing, man. Yeah, I've heard muskies. Those fish look like a lot of fun to catch too. Trying to get on one of them giant halibuts one day. My seat keeps freaking. That's one thing I don't like fishing on this thing here. The seating is atrocious. I gotta rig it better. All My seat just keeps giving out on me. And I'm not a big bag like that. You know, some days, I guess, some mornings fish are just not into what you're throwing, you know what I mean? But the only way you're going to find that out is by trying it, so that's what we're doing here. Maybe that's what I do. Okay. All I know is when I'm done fishing, I'm having some coffee. Fish. Has anyone ever been on a head boat? I saw one yesterday. Piqued my curiosity. Just to say I've done it before, you know. All we got is the one thing, lazy fishing here. Boat, and honestly, like I added, there was 3 fishing holders on it, but kids knocked it off. But this one here is a tandem one. They had a quad one I almost picked up, but I didn't know what I was gonna do with a quad paddle boat. So, you know, for something that costs me no money, and other than pressure washing it and knock off barnacles, it was sitting in a lake. They were just getting rid of a bunch of them. This thing I've caught a lot of fish on this here. And it's very convenient. I also have a kayak that you'll catch me on here sometimes. And there was a blue boat, but I think it's gone because the kids keep pushing it off and letting it like float out. And it doesn't have the drain plug in it. And then it gets banked up here, full of water. You can't get it out. I have to get the truck, pull it out and everything. So it's just, when that happens, that makes it not fun for nobody. So I'm pretty sure it's gone. And then I got a John boat that, right, it's gonna get that fixed up. So take that on some of these lakes around here. I don't think it needs to be anything too crazy as far as like setup. Just need to be able to have a decent motor to be able to get around. And I just need to make sure it doesn't leak. I think it has a couple of holes in it. But that's going to be my lake boat that I'll be using. And then I have a 21-foot Carolina skiff that you'll see me on a lot more as far as like saltwater fishing. We're just cruising the ICW on the Cape Fear River. Come on, where are we going? These fish straight up said no this morning. Sometimes I'm rewarded with a lot of fish, sometimes I'm rewarded with one fish, and sometimes it's no fish. TSS, I appreciate that, man. Michael, thanks, man. I hope everyone also get a chance to do some fishing themselves. Can't be the only one out here having fun. What is it? Something just jumped around me. Let me see if I can get myself back to this bank here. I don't like the way I'm sitting in this thing. It's making me mad. Luckily, the wind's not really working against me here, but you're gonna feel those calves burning eventually. Get it, we're almost there. We made it. So we get off this thing. Nope. Ooh, almost lost my pliers. Alright, let's try over here on the bank side. It's getting a little toasty over here, isn't it? A few more casts and then the boy's gonna have some coffee. But I go live every day. I feel like it's been a good rhythm. So if you like outdoor fishing and boating content, and make sure y'all lock in, subscribe to the channel. All right, let's see if we can get lucky here. One fish changes everything. Let's see my screen. My brightness is up. Okay. I believe you. Blah, 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 blah. the fish on. I've only been able to pull that off a few times. More often than not, but I'm due for it. I'm due for it. But not a bad spot to fish every day, or at least have access to. Call it the backyard pond fishing because that's the backyard there. And I have all this back here. Mornings are normally the best. Less buggy, less people. As the day gets longer, it's not that it's crowded because people are fishing. It's just the sheer amount of people that are out here either walking around, looking for the alligator. They're trying to stop and chat. So this is when it's the most peaceful. Usually you can see the bottom, but the water is on something. Da-na-na-na. There we go. Mm, mm, mm. Using a crankbait, spinning combo. Nothing fancy. This was like a $20 rod. That fish just jumped right there. And I'm a Strike King crankbait. That apparently the fish are not into this morning. And I use this because, again, you can catch 2 species of fish with it. Compared to if I was throwing my bait cast for soft plastic, I'm really going for one kind of fish there. Man, this is a perfect example of sometimes the fish don't bite. I've caught so many fish from fishing from the spot here using this very exact lure here. Sometimes the fish don't want to be fishing. It's just me that want to fish. All right. I got one more cast in me. Like I said, then I'm making some coffee. Lock in for the day, you know? All right, last cast. As always, man, I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. Sometimes I deliver. Sometimes I don't. That's why they call it fishing, right? But appreciate y'all hanging out this morning. Hopefully everyone does get a chance to do some fishing themselves. Just just do me a favor, make sure y'all double tap, check out some of the videos. Please share the channel. If you haven't already, make sure y'all subscribe. Most days I'm out here fishing, but with school being out, we can do some more saltwater fishing with not much of a time constraint. So definitely look for me to be going a lot more live on this on the boat, and hopefully pulling up some keepers. So thanks again. I hope everyone has a fantastic Sunday, and I'll catch you the next time I'm on here or on the water.